Okay, and back to the video. Here in the living room, as I was saying, we have beautiful windows that overlook the backyard. A nice stone gas fireplace, right? If it's plumbed for gas, you could probably get gas inside the kitchen. I don't know what that's going to take. Beautiful mantle that's backlit. And tall, tall ceilings. Plenty of nice, beautiful woodwork and stonework throughout the house. This house is fantastic. And beautiful wet bar right off the living room, which would see some use. That is perfect. Okay. I'll just kind of poke around out back real quick. As we can see, the lot's pretty big. With just a minimal amount of landscaping and privacy bushes, this could be an extremely private backyard with nice, beautiful trees and a large flagstone patio right outside the door. Beautiful thing about this, as we could see, this video is taken at 4:45. The sun is setting to the front of the house, and the house itself is completely shading this deck area. You could see where they have it going parallel with the shade of the house. Isn't that something? Where it's just perfectly done in a beautiful little rock raised planter above that tree down yonder. Now, we have a beautiful laminate in the living room here. You know, you could almost hardly tell that it's not hardwood floors. And while I'm not usually a fan of saltillo tile, this house makes it work. This is cool. Okay, we're going to poke our head into the kitchen real quick, which is a very, very functional size. You know, we have interesting ceiling treatments throughout the house. It's kind of all comes around, but it kind of adds character, and it's kind of neat. With this one, you just figure you replace the fluorescent bulbs and get some track lighting in here or something, make it nice. The countertops themselves, that's not actual wood, it's a laminate, but the cabinets are fantastic. If you figure the only thing this kitchen really needs is new countertops. We have a good-sized oven, good-sized microwave, and our cooktop is overlooking our breakfast nook over here. Our kitchen is, our sink's nice. Our dishwasher is okay. Has a little soap dispenser. I should probably wash that out. Yep. The sink works and the soap works. Look at that. Okay. We got a beautiful little cutout window right here for some herbs and all sorts of fun stuff. And it's all lit. Now, typically with the age of the house it is, some of our biggest concerns would be, of course, our roof, our foundation, and our AC units. The AC units outside, there are two of them and they look brand new, and I'm not going to walk all the way out there just to show you. The roof itself, like I said before in the previous video, is 6.5 years old, and our utility room, which I would be worried about being in the garage, is not. It's right here inside, and it's got air conditioning, but it doesn't look like it has a vent, which is unfortunate, but that might not be too big a deal. Plenty of place to hang clothes or even put in a second fridge, and our washer and dryer placement, and of course plenty of cabinet space to store your chemicals. Now, taking a peek inside the garage, it's nice and tall. It's a two-car garage, not a whole lot to it, but it's nice and deep. The house has a sprinkler system, probably front and back. Our fuse box is located out here. And we have our hot water tank. Only thing this house is really missing is having a water softener plumbed in, which might not be too bad of an idea on this one. Now, I'm going to take you to my favorite room in the house. Favorite room in the house is our master here. So cool. Okay. Now here's our master. In and of itself, it's your typical master. Overlooks the front yard. Pretty standard. It's your basic stuff. Gray walls. It's cool. I'd probably paint them. It's got two walk-in closets. One here and that door with the mirror. Now, they're not particularly big. Not particularly sexy, but they're very doable. Comes around, yep, that's a walk-in closet, all right. I mean, shit, anything's going to be bigger than the armoire, but look at that. Okay, so pretty standard. Now, in the bathroom, it has these beautiful, beautiful glass cabinets, which I am surprised that they don't have backlit. That would be so cool to really showcase that glass. All your linens, all your towels, anything you really need, all right there, and they continued in with the theme below the sinks. The sinks themselves, now, we have a nice tile countertop, which in this situation works beautifully well. The lights above the sinks, I'd probably replace them, but, you know, maybe the mirror too, but it's perfect. The sinks themselves it's that concept of that bowl sink, right, with a stopper, but it's nice. I almost prefer these ones. And the actual faucets themselves, fucking badass. Now, typically what happens is you'll see in a faucet like this in a bowl sink setup where the water will jut out and hit the edge, or will hit somewhere else and tends to splash. With this, it's perfectly designed to hit in the drain, right, and no splash. It's all contained, and it's perfect. That is fucking awesome. Now this is my absolute favorite. We've only ever seen this in one house before, and I fell in love with it. Yeah, you're supposed to keep those shut, people. But this is fantastic. It is a huge, huge walk-in shower place. It is gigantic. It's got to be at least close to 4 feet. Shower head placement's fantastic. Everything's great. And holy shit, what is this? A fucking skylight above the shower to let in this natural light. We were in a house like this before, and they had hooks and hanging plants in this room where it's just, what? It is just so cool. I mean, holy shit. Then we come in, and we'll see the rest of the house. Love the woodwork. It's so cool. Okay. As we come up the stairs, we have the windows overlooking the front yard. See who's coming up? That is badass in itself. Now here, we have a beautiful little loft space that overlooks the living room. Be a fantastic place for an office. Looks like our jacks are here. The only thing it's really missing are some phone jacks. But I mean, who uses a fax machine anyway? You've got everything you need. Everything's wireless anyway. Okay. Here we have the upstairs bathroom. Now here, they went with a hanging mirror. Again, cool. Alright. Beautiful sink. They did a great job picking that one out. It's one of the ones that just looks like a piece of furniture. Okay. Now, here, yep, that is your standard tub and shower. Not necessarily sexy, but not bad either. It is okay. Here, we have our 2 remaining bedrooms. Now, the AC, there's 2 of them out there, so it's zoned. You could set the temperature. As we see here, you could have a different temperature for the downstairs area and upstairs. This room itself is your very standard 1-bedroom. It looks to be probably about 10 feet by 12 feet. I mean, they have a full-size bed in here at an angle. It's decently big. It'd be a perfect little guest room. You could probably fit a queen size in here, easy even. But each of the bedrooms, right, have good-sized closet spaces. This one is not quite a walk-in closet, but fairly good size anyway. Perfect for storage. I mean, if somebody, guests, just a little place for them to unload their suitcases. That's all you really need anyway. Now here, right, is the 2nd bedroom. The 2nd bedroom, they have a fucking king-size bed in this bitch. Holy fuck. We're looking at a room that is probably 12 by, what is that, 14? It's, this is a big room. This is pretty big. It's really deceptive. This is almost dual master quality right here. Now, here, it has its own walk-in closet too, which is actually a little bit more practical than the ones in the master. But this is perfect. That is nice. The entire house is just beautiful. I mean, it's got that real charming 70s style feel. You got the wet bar that you typically don't see in houses built past the 80s. And all sorts of nice little touches. Only thing this house really needs is a little bit of paint. Here you can see the interior in the living room. It's got like this robin eggs blue paint going through, which, while not bad, is not necessarily optimal. Well, for me anyway. It looks like we have on the other wall a little bit of an accent, you know, like a brownish color to kind of go with the brown of the rocks. You know, they did a good job picking out the paint on this in all actuality. I might not even have to touch a thing. Love that office space. All right. Well, so concludes the tour of 15101 Rock River.